Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways. Now, please remember, we are going to be running the special banner for our own Amy Hale, who's in quite a bind. So if you can throw any love at them, they lost their insurance and ended up getting $30,000 for the unspeakable disease. So if you guys can help any way you can, please do. Our own Brian K. Morris, the patron of our Patreon, the master of disaster himself, ran a morning show. I've been a little off today. We've had some technical issues, and I have found some of my scheduling has actually self-changed. I'm not sure why. I've had this problem pop up before. We're going to navigate it. We'll just make things work one day at a time. Now, let me get into... Normally, I would be all telling you, guys, Art and Tales Volume 1 is out. This is my first art book. Please snag this. A whole lot of love and effort went... I'm trying to find a picture I haven't highlighted as often as some of the others. Each image here's something ghastly for your Monday morning. Each image in this has ties to the stories. It has ties to future works I had planned, my game settings, and it's just little snippets of absolute glory, including some of the best work I've ever done. And I want to get where my digital art looks like my hand-drawn art. I haven't quite gotten there yet. But we're going to get there, folks. We're going to get there. We're also made possible by a generous grant from Joe Bachman of JB Tech Apps. And more importantly of late, IndieCD.org, where independent creators can come together to form connections. It's where you can post what you're up to in such a way that you don't have to worry about accidentally being deplatformed because you had some idiocy on Facebook pop up, or you've been shadow banned on Indiegogo. Speaking of that, igg@me at hybrids.rpg, or just hybridsrpg.com will get you right where you need to go for the upcoming Hybrids of Sons of God's role-playing game. If you want to learn to sword fight, I am the author, of course, of the famous The Simple Sword, internationally beloved, a one-stop shop for how so you've never picked up a sword to take you all the way from uh never held a sword to I want to teach people, followed by the very well received fighting axe and the simple spear. More volumes are coming in this series as it goes on, and expect more stuff for Big Stompy Robots as I clear through my contract work. Now, I am out of it this morning. Before I get into the topic, I have to talk about something, and this is not just. I want to talk about like a dart hit my wall. Bishop Kincaid, The Rembrandt Strategy by Kelly Austin. Now, I'm talking about this, friends, not just because she's asked me to talk about it. No. This absolute unit of a woman, this beautiful, brilliant lady, sent me an ARC. That's an advanced reader copy for the people who don't know. And I thought I would glance at it last night. And then I looked up and it was 2:30. That hasn't happened to me, wow, likely since I left college. It's been a very long time since that moment of you pick up a book and you then blink because you hit a typo or something, and you look up and hours have passed and you're blurry-eyed as you violently slam back into your body. It's an amazing read. I am having a blast with it. And while it will need editing, I'm not going to lie or mince words on that. It's a great book. Now, before I go farther, I do want to, as Joe Buckman is kind enough to keep the channel running for me and all the amazing background, let's run his ad.
Hey guys, this is Joe Bachman with Behind the Code. I will be streaming live Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time on the Independent Creators Directory YouTube channel and also the Independent Creators Directory Facebook group. You can join me on my journey of creating new apps and also updating websites. Hope to see you there and have a great day.
Yep, that is an amazing source of education and entertainment, and I can't wait for more people to get on about what Joe is doing. Joe should be famous. Now, I do have another announcement. Wednesday, being the day after tomorrow, I will be doing a panel show right here at this time slot, wherein I've invited a number of the female creators I know, a bunch of the fine ladies, to talk about the process of publishing, from creation to promotion to editing, wherever they want to really go with it, provided they keep it safe for work. I've even got the mighty Nita Lanning possibly on board. Now, my purpose in that is to provide a forum. It is not to dictate or guide, save for handling the chat during that program. And I want to give more opportunities to folks to get their messages out there and what they're trying to do, and so that people can understand the people behind the story, because that's more interesting to me than just the people. So, sorry guys, I'm having a day where I'm a few beats behind. I keep making it real, but it has it is a very Monday, and it is a manic Monday for me. So, accountability wise, oh my gosh, I think I streamed more over from Friday night on than I have streamed in months prior. Like, totally. the Historical Fencing Guild folks got me talking, and we had Trelena, and then we ended up with Joe Bachman and Richie on, and we ended up talking for a little over 5 hours, unexpected. And then I came back and I did an art stream, and I did a multi-hour art stream last night, and then I found out that there was a error, and I had a chunk of time reserved because something went wrong with StreamYard, and I don't quite know how this is happening, but it's like, I swear the times are getting flipped around after I submit them. I don't know what's going on there, but that's why I think it's trying to say that I have my Friday show tonight. It's not. I'm going to fix it if I have to redo the whole thing. Bear with me. There's just something hinky going on. It may be an input error on my end. But with that means I've created a staggering amount of art, and I've been doing different techniques and playing with them to up my game a bit. So artistically, I want to up my game. Writing-wise, I haven't done much because the function of the fingers to write, typing has not been my thing, while the temperature has been doing what it's doing. And I'm dealing with getting my medication back online. I do have the missing med. Finally, I'm now officially 4 days into it, but that means 4 days of all the onboarding side effects after having to go cold turkey side effects. So we're getting there. We are getting there, and we're going to keep trying and striving and going so hard because I'm going the distance. I am going for speed. And first through the door in the comments is Kelly Carlisle. Good Lord, woman, your book. It starts off a little grim. Very but introspective, and the hazards of potential immortality really deep, and then just starts gut punching you with pulpy steampunk action, and just doesn't stop. Right now, a not so safe house has been made safe, and folks are laying on the floor. It's been a journey. Morning, Kelly. We got ladies here. Yes, I have to admit I am intensely disappointed that Michaela isn't going to be on because, ironically, this all started when she asked me about having Amy on. And then I reached out to Amy, and she couldn't make it due to work scheduling. So Michaela had said something about, she could do it. I assume she means have Amy on, which she should. But it's an opportunity to have some different people in the fields talk about what they do, and then bring kind of forward female perspectives. And I have been known to do panel shows on the Historical Fencing Guild occasionally. I'd like to do more with ladies, and I want to do that because apparently I have privilege as an old white man in America. And if I am indeed reaching the vaulted echelons of the privileged old white man in America, then it's my duty to use what privilege I have to help others. I think that's the only way I can navigate the sordid social systems around me. So that's coming down the pipe. We should have a blast, and I realized I wasn't going to get Nita on by herself. She wasn't going to come by herself, but perhaps with a panel she'd be comfortable. And if it gets Nita herself in front of people, that's a win. Y'all wanted Donna back. I got messages about wanting Miss Donna back, so you're wanted, darling. And we should have Donnie. Oh God. It's going to be a show, and I'm looking forward to it. And we've got Carl Witzman. Good morning, ladies. Michaela, number 1 on my list. Vacuum off. It's done. Hey, Witzman, dude. And morning, Witzman. Good job on the vacuuming. Yeah, I have plans. I'm not going to say them because every time I do, the universe implodes them. So I'm just going to be getting some stuff done, hopefully. And from there, we're going to move forward. Another item will be to make a video for one of Donna's books, but I'll need her help. Oh my. Carl and Donna are making videos? I'm working out at the barn, so I can't use my laptop, but I'm writing out Vela episodes, and I can't wait to get back home to upload them. Wonderful. Yay! Cool Woodsman Dude had some ideas, but no idea how to make a vid. Speaking of vids, and let's just pull the creep factor now. Carl's here, and I want to run his ad. Yeah, I love that ad because it's so where it's almost uncomfortable to wait for it. But that tune when the high finally drops, that's awesome. We got Yay, Cool Woodsman Dude, Hey Yay, Michaela. Here we go. Michaela says, yes, I wish I could join, but none can pick up Lexi, so I can't swing it. Understand. Let's have lunch, Donna. Have your people call my people. Nice, you two. Okay, accountability time. Why does the laptop not work? The laptop tells me I don't have Word installed and I can't get internet on it. No signal. Okay, then I will not tell you for the purpose of doing writing that you can download from a connected computer files that might be old version of other things, out of print software, things like that. I will not tell you that there's a .com for that. And I certainly won't suggest the Microsoft Work suite for smooth editing. No version of what? We'll do what's been dude. Demolishing excuses and making people cry. It's like being a counselor again. My accountability. I got 17 finished pages of spy novel done. Most of the outline is done. Notes. Timeline is finally in the right order. Yes. And by the way, Carl, I love it. I love hearing you just bust emotional kneecaps. I'm terrified that you're going to find ways to point that at me. Because I can see where they are. Anyway. My account. Okay, we did that. We laughed. Great work, Carl. And getting set to be on Tidbits and Scribbles, where I'll have a handy tip for writers. Right here is. Writers, that is. Morning, you crazy lovables. Good morning, Dawn. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed the pictures. Well, I know you did, but reminding you that awesomeness occurred, and we're there, and we've got more greetings. Mike Jimmy reported that they've survived this 24-hour challenge but are still semi-resting. They need to rest. Michaela, how to tease this new Bella story. Hawk and Cass met in their bedchamber. He kisses her. She kisses him. She touches his chest. He likes it. Read more on Kindle Vella, Rogue Stone After Dark. Ooh! Nods. The SFW. Thank you for keeping it SFW. I know that's hard. I saw that, man. Lowe's and Mikey Jimmy did a rocking job. LOL, is that live right now? Nice tease. An SFW, but very, what happened? I will click publish on Friday, so they should be live on Monday. Monday? You really are being a tease today. Okay, I might have had too much coffee. Hey, you're just having the coffee I can't have. Oh, we've got hazards. I need to adjust my backdrop. We'll see. There we go. Oh, need a longer sword. Fortunately, I have a few. There we go. Didn't realize my backdrop had creeped. Hi, Don, Carl, Donna. Hope you all are doing good. Yeah, we got greetings. Our local news channel just had their Guess How Old They Are segment. My guess, Rick Astley is 57. And we got more greetings. Well, friends, I just want to let you know that whatever happens, it really is a matter of the fact that you know the rules, and so do I. I see you're expecting to get rickrolled. And what? Carl Witzman's older than Astley? Well, he could just get off my lawn then. Well, yeah, because Carl's never going to give you up, never going to turn around or desert you. I like teasing. I bet you do. Hey, Grant. And you know, I know Grant's been going through a lot lately, so I'll do what I can to be supportive.
Hazel always knew there was something special about her cat Mooney, but she's still shocked when Mooney opens his mouth to tell her he's just had a vision. An ancient evil has awoken after centuries of sleep, and only one man can stop it, the legendary warrior Beowulf. Unfortunately, it's been over 1,000 years since he slayed a dragon, and he's been reincarnated as this guy. His name is Victor, and he's more unemployed millennial slacker than mighty warrior.
Yeah, I won. Well, we'll talk about it when we get there. Spoilers doesn't sound right to do, but greeting Grant. Has anyone heard from me? No, where is he? Nick, where are you? What are you doing? There's a stream, man. Hey, Grant. Never mind. LOL, that's right. Nope, looks like he delayed the show. My fault. Had to refresh. There's some weirdness going on. Morning, Nick. Love my kids' drawings. I'm glad. Sorry I haven't been here. I've had a rough week. I want to let you all know that my cat Mooney passed away last week. You have our deepest condolences, Grant. And as Brian would say in a moment like this, may all the memories be golden. Huge hugs. I'm very sorry. Oh, no, Grant. Hey, Nick. Hey, Don. How you doing? That's very sad, Grant, but happy that he had a long, wonderful life with you and Angie. 7 watching, 5 likes. Get on it, you two. I'm sorry. Wonder if Joe B could make a spot for us to blog updates on Indeed. Possible. Thank you for your kind words. He had a great life. He was over 20 years old, so he had a big, long, full life. That's wonderful. Good morning, folks. Just going to be lurking in the background today. I have a lot of stuff to do on indcd.org today. That's right, indcd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best small creators in the market. Hey, Joby. Michaela, that's something I've been toying with. Hi, Joby. Morning. And we got, friends, you know what happens when we've got Jody McPhee comes sailing in. Come sail away. Oh, no. It's Styx, Bakura. Sorry. Old reference. Inappropriate. Well, not inappropriate, just displaced. Let's do his.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Yep, just we know that's where to go. And we got Sorry for the Loss, Cool Joe. I like blocking my updates on my webpage. Maybe there's a way to just hot link straight through. Mooney Lives On in the Beowulf series. I'm glad that we got them all so far. And yes, remember, I truly believe that being part of an animated program grants someone a measure of immortality. It's a silly little belief I've had since I was a small child, but I see no reason not to maintain it. Thanks, Joe B. No, not Mooney. Condolences for your loss. We've got that. We've got more greetings. I'm going to skip through some greetings here. Accountability. Got everything back in order for primetime Saturday night. I'm 23 pages into this 50-plus page issue. Awesome. Hey, Donna. Great Joe D. We got more Joe Ds. I'm rendering panels from this weekend's show now, so I can lay out the last 3 pages. Accountability. Michaela. Doc appointment. Early to bed. That's not bad. You got 3 things done. That's all you can ask. Joe says, I finished a few more sketches and started a new one while watching BKM this morning. How awesome was it? I woke up late because, issues. And I staggered in. And what do I do to my wondrous eyes disappear? But BKM glowing like a famous reindeer. No, I got to see Brian K. Morris early in the morning to wake up. And it's like, oh, God. The nostalgia hits hard. Because the man got me through 2020 in a lot of ways. And it's shocking to see somebody I consider both a mentor and an inspiration for my silliness anyway. Just back in the saddle. I hate to say this, but I have to because I believe in a level of honesty. While I hate that Amy Hale is suffering and her family's financial loss, and I know those wealthy folks are GoFundMe.com helping them get through it at GoFundMe.com/F/Love for the Hales. The sight of Brian in the morning just made my day, and I didn't realize just how hard I missed his radiant joy. Now, I can't be mad because the man is absolutely beasting in the background doing projects and stuff. This is good. But the little greedy part of me misses him. So, that's the thing. When you step up to carry a mantle, you don't have the person wearing the mantle in front to inspire anymore. I kind of have Dick Grayson vibes as Bats has, stepped down. It hits. Debating if I need to do no more promoting of show and this coming. Yes, that always need to do more promotion. I will be emailing my mailing list later today. I got bungled. Is there ever too much promoting? Yes. If your promotion exceeds your creation. You never want to be promoting so much that it impairs your ability to create, like I am right now. Which is why I've been doing so much art, so that I can still create in a way that promotes. But you got to find that balance. Right now, Brian had to step back from the promotion side of things and work very hard on his stuff. I've heard some neat things, including that Glenn will be doing a comic in an upcoming anthology. I think that's great. That's my accountability because Nick keeps me that way. Thank you. That means I'm doing my job. I really don't do it, Don. Outside of the show mailing list and where others talk to me about it, I don't do it. Messages about me? Oh, yes, Donna. You are loved, worshipped, and all that. And they're like, when are you having her back on? I'm like, I will make it happen as soon as possible. Like, well, how soon is that? They're like, Wednesday. Wonders if there's a thing called a privileged black man. May need to add that to the list of goals next to being the most interesting man in the world in beer, like in beer commercials. I would think so. I think there are different types of privilege for different positions, and all of it comes at a price. And I do count myself privileged. For example, I was routinely stopped late at night for DWP, which is driving while poor, in a upper class neighborhood because I was there taking care of special needs people, and my car was rather well beaten. But I would be routinely stopped, and many times, because it was after midnight, the officer approached my vehicle with the weapon drawn. Given the history, I have no doubt that part of the reason that I wasn't assaulted or possibly even killed is by the nature of my race, my ethnicity, this peachy stuff that I can never draw out right. So I have no delusions there. And as a man, sometimes people respect my opinion. It's rare, but it happens. So if I have the means to use what little pull I have to help build others up, well, that's what I'm going to do. It just seems right. And that's what you do. You do a lot of work helping people. I would think so. You just make it to that level if you want. Yeah. Hey, folks, just working. Work effery abounds. Just lurking work effery abounds, not lurk effery. That would make you a stalker. Anyway, hi, Rich. Can't wait to see your projects hit. And I'm glad you're doing so well, and you seem to be pulling. What's your dream? What's your ultimate life goal? That is a challenge because that is not something I have. I know the whole show comes grinding to a start. I am somewhat tossed by the winds of fate, and I believe divine providence. I really do. I usually find a way to be put in a place where I can do the most good. So I'm constantly looking for where I can do the most good. Optimally, I would like to make enough financially and have my works have enough meaning that it provides a legacy for my son. Not necessarily a clout-based legacy, but because he has special needs, that it would be reoccurring passive income to help him live his life. I want to help people. I have a lot of stories I want to tell. And yes, I want to do games. I want to create things. But that's what I'm about. And Johnny comes through the door. Whatever the skin shade, a gringo is a gringo. Thank you, Johnny. Because, I am totally okay with that. I know my place in the universe. I understand at some of the restaurants I used to frequent, I would pay a bit more than some of the other people who came through. And I was fine with that. Because, I understood the gringo tax. And if you want good food, you pay it and you smile. Because I love eating food that I can't pronounce. And I may not speak the language of everybody around me. But as long as the transactions are in dollars and I can read the little checkout thing, I could buy some stuff and have a good old time. And I will say this. It is my firm belief that if you hate anyone, irrationally, whatever, you forego the right to their culture's food. You hear me? And every time I hear something inappropriately said about Hispanic people or Asian people or Black people or anything else, I'm like, no, you don't get that pieces of their culture anymore. That's how it works. If you hate them, you don't get the benefits of their culture. Get up out of here. If that offends, okay. See, I believe that I can irrationally love folks. If the ists and igots and all those dudes can irrationally hate people for their traits, I can just irrationally love them irregardless of trait, because that's how I roll. And we got more greetings, 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 and very true, Johnny. And more greetings, and more greetings, and ultimate life goal. Misty and the kids and grandkids are taken care of. Have no worries. After I've either shuffled off this mortal coil or end up in high security home for dementia sufferers. You know what? Let's talk about this, because I'm starting to get a little annoyed by something I found. Most men I know, in all honesty, especially most family men, that's it. It is literally this bizarre, when you think of it, yeah, my greatest goal is when I die that something is left over to be useful for my family. And then people bash them. Bash us. That's a level of self-sacrifice that is just accepted as the norm unless you actually look at it. And that kind of saddens me. It's something we need to really consider. Chistoso? For Nick, chistosos! Woohoo! Johnny, so, okay, cool. Enunciations. So a new role is available on NDCD to create blog posts. Going to play around with how to have those show up on the creator specific page. Nice, Joe. Ultimate life goal: accept my limitations and be able to maximize myself within them. Now, that's some historical fencing guild talk. Usually we get real rising tide in these parts, but that's historical fencing guild to the core, and I love it. Once I have it figured out, I will start reaching out to folks who are interested in having an account set up. Joe, you're a rock star. Joe is a hero. Joe is one of the greatest human beings I've had the pleasure to know. And since I caught up with the comment, I'm going to run Amy Hale's ad, and then we'll see. The books Amy Hale writes are by all testaments amazing, and you're actually helping somebody who needs it, not just financially, because finances are important, and they are way behind. And basically, Brian K. Morris has polished off his armor, donned his white charger, and is just blazing forth to gain support and hope for the Hales. It's a beautiful thing. But don't forget that you have to tend, especially in an emergency, you have to, long-term like this, you have to tend to the mental health as well as the practical necessities. And her seeing the purchase of her books will do wonders for her self-identity. Because I will tell you, when you have a major financial failing or you have a problem, it's easy to lose sense of identity. And that's almost a more tragic thing because we only have so long to create. It has been brought to my attention that my tendency to wait and do things ordinarily, do them in order, has impaired me a bit because I have waited on things for people. And there are some who believe I am too generous in that the cost of time. The price of time is actually infinite because it's the one resource you cannot get back. Uh-oh. Is he loose? You know what? Let him off the clip and pass him over. Come on. Oh, you cannot? Oh, because you're scared of what's on the floor? Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Stuart is on the end of his indoor leash. Bear with me. The cats have been rowdy since they've been... And he is peeking in the door trying to get in on screen. But, and Xander has taken him away to cuddle. Sorry. I would have muted that, but you guys love it. I think I've met my life goals, so everyone let me know. Let me be me. Let me be now. No! You make new goals. That's how goals work. No, it's a journey. It's not a destination. So I want to be a good man. Okay, that's a journey. I want to be a sword master. That's a journey. I want to be an artist. That's a journey. Have you noticed the real goals that matter? I want to take care of my family. At no point do I get to stop. I don't get to say, I have taken care of my family. I am now a floaty potato. Nope. I worry about tomorrow when today is taken care of. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that either. But it may be an age thing, Johnny, except for Don and Michaela. That wasn't actually on the agenda of today's updates, but I figured it would be the one that I could knock out fairly quickly. Carl, believe it or not, you are helping others reach their goals. And Joby is a rock star. Shh, Don, you're spoiling my grumpy rep. Ooh, I forgot. Get off your lawn. Sometimes I have to be a little mean to get some lives. Yes. Oh, yes. Let me explain something to you, friends. I seek a life based on kindness. Now, I was raised in an environment of brutal honesty. I do prefer tactful honesty whenever possible. I want to be kind with it. But it is a far kinder thing to inform someone that they are making a mistake and hope to help them find a way to prevent it than to know they're making a mistake and watch them crash and burn. It's not a thing that's easily done, but it and many times I have lost dear friends simply because I was right. And I've been hated on times because I was right about simple things like sometimes you just have to take care of yourself. Sometimes you have to go get the job you don't want to pay the bills. Sometimes you have to admit that you can't work the job because you can't physically. There are choices to be made. And oftentimes the kindest isn't the nicest. Nice is easy. Guys, I could be nice all day, and I would feel great about it if I let myself only work on the surface. I make people happy. And I love making people happy. It's part of the reason why I dress the way I do. It always makes the kids happy. They love it. I go out in public, and there's always at least one kid who sees the bright, sparkly colored, guy and goes, oh, makes people happy. But short-term happiness, if I know I can help people long-term, well, then I have to help people long term. It's a different process. Sometimes it takes me a few minutes to motivate myself to work in the morning. Absolutely. And of course I loved it. It was cat talk. Later this year, I'm probably going to need to seriously consider getting separate server space just for indiecd.org. The way goals work is you kick the ball into the net. You know what? You're not wrong. You just have to figure out which is the ball you need to kick into what net. Goal! And we almost got rated by Stuart. I'm also looking to how to do ads on the site too. Thanks to Witzman Dude for a suggestion. Not cruddy Google ads, but ads from the creators. LOL at Joby. I want to don't stop believing that journey as well. Yeah. Joby, I'm really good at telling people what they need to do. It's a gift. Grant Lankard says, I'm at the point of the morning where I want to start working, but it's hard. I wish I could be 100% nocturnal because I'm not a morning person, but it's too hard to live that life. Oh, God. And I've slipped. I love to take a nap either early, do my sleeping in the morning or take a nap in the afternoon and be up ridiculous hours. Honest to God, if it wasn't for social constraints, 3 to 11s were my favorite shift to work because that's how I operate naturally. I love that. You go to bed around 3 or 4 in the morning. 5 a.m. is not my jam. Carl, tell me I need to take care of the kids' basement business. I don't want to. Dawn, don't be disobedient. Take care of the kids' basement business. Don't make me say it again. Here I am to save the day. Cindy Koepp. Let's greet her properly. Let's greet Cindy properly. Cindy Koepp is the mistress of links, and we just love seeing her because she helps everybody else. And then we have I have had the page that I'm working on open in Photoshop for like half an hour, but got no. Hey, maybe that's not what you're ready to work on right now, Grant. Maybe you need to take a second, step back, and work on something else. Because you have to rotate around. I know because I have to fight attention deficit variance issues. I love the guy who calls it Dave. Dysfunctional attention variance. Oh God, I can't quite remember. I gotta remember, but it's more accurate than ADHD. But Dawn, clean the potties. Then get it done. Then you don't have to worry anymore. The revenue from ads would help pay for the server space. I think that's a wonderful idea, and I think that would, given the investment you're getting through working with Joe, why not do something like that? Sometimes I do lettering in the morning because it's more technical and less creative work. Yes, what you have to do is plot what you're doing for the time of day you do it in. I have to be eloquent-ish and a little more focused. Now, I do take a medication to help with that. However, it is most effective approximately a half hour to an hour after I take it. Today I was running late, so it has impaired me a little bit. But that's why I do the vast majority of my talking, chat, serious streams in the morning. And I do my art streams usually in the evening. Sometimes late afternoon if it's an interaction thing, but, you know, I try to use my strengths where they can be used to the most effect. So a lot of times doing cleaning in the morning is a little easier because, you know, my brain's not, it's working a certain set of tasks before the different meds kick in. And if I do things simple and focused, but there are times where I have to just about sit and stare at a wall to get all my systems running. And if I don't have that, it doesn't work. Really take a minute and evaluate when you're at your most productive in what way, and then manifest that. I will check on your progress via Facebook later. Stay up to speed with Big Stompy Robots and learn fencing too. Amazon.com/Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Thank you. It's a good way to deal with it, Grant. Way to go. Patreon, the Historical Fencing Guild, to support Nick's efforts to empower people through fencing. Thank you. Oh, dang. I'm a life coach now. Yep. Don't forget to tip your host. If you are so inclined and you wish to provide financial support to what I'm doing, paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert. I will privately thank you, and I will publicly thank you. I have no qualms about thanking people who give me money. And I do a lot, and this is my employment, guys. Let's see. Where was I? Yes. Historical Fencing Guild, 7 p.m. Central on Friday. And yes, right now it's saying it isn't. That's a StreamYard error. I have to fix that after the show. I think I have MIB circadian rhythm. It doesn't fit into social norms. No, it's funny, the circadian rhythms of people with like ADHD and several other neurodivergent, or as Mandy, my beloved wife, likes to call it, neurospicy functions is literally not the standard human one. It's a different mental place. And it usually is. It's like, gall, if I can get up, if I were at my druthers, I'd be waking up at about 10 o'clock, doing my day, and then going to bed at 4 or 5 in the morning. That's comfortable for me. But I can't do that because I have a child and I have a wife, and job is deviantart.com/McT for fun art. Yes. And you are absolutely right. Being a non-morning person is tough because the society set up to aid morning people. See, way I figure it is, at some point in our 200,000 years of being a species, we had to have night watch. We had to have people who did things at night. And especially given our species comes from a very heated area, it would make sense to take a nap in the middle of the day during the heat and work as long as there's light. And once we had fire, getting up in the middle of the night and doing some things while it's cool and comfortable to do things makes sense. Our industrialized, codified, Victorian England influenced society does not get it, and unfortunately, because of COVID and the chance for greed, a lot of the support systems have tightened even further to not support people who work midnights and do things. And I think that's wrong. I was starting to get in the groove last night at about 11 a.m. and Angie's like, okay, time to go to bed. Oh, I know that one. 11 p.m. You Can Coach My Life, Carl. Oh, my. Get Neuroses and Other Cool Books, Amazon.com, Amy Hale. Amazon Reviews Made Less Impossible. Go to smashwords.com and look up Brian K. Morris and his award-winning Pulp Fiction on Amazon. BKM is just amazing. Yeah, the world is set up for morning work, but you can juggle what you do in the morning to be easy tasks, then do the important stuff later, like Nick said. Morning, folks. Morning, Eric Hawkins. How's the weather in Oz? Patreon.com/Brian K. Morris to get stories outside, to get stories about liquid armor. I'm a little scrambled. Morning, Eric. We got greetings. Sign up for Rising Tide's newsletter at Risingtide.pub. The Eric Hawkins. Very fun. Okay, we've got bearpublications.com and bit.ly/bear for their stuff. You can get Animal Eye merch at bit.ly/bearpub. Pop Sanzak has a channel. Royal Cruise has an art station, outstation.com/Royal Cruise, and a subscribestar.com/Royal Cruise for custom work. You also can get Victoria Adams books on breaking down the Book of Job. It's a fascinating concept. I need to read it. Curses and Cocktails from S.L. Rowland, and custom toys from Studio Hubris. Burlington Winter Comic and Toy Show, February 11th. Get your geekiness on quadcitycon.com. I don't want to lose Eric's comment. Carl's. After years of working days, I do my best to work around 10 a.m. Then I arrange my schedule to just watch and appear on internet shows at night. Denver Martinez has their own art in addition to working on Animal Eye colors at the Raider 05 on DeviantArt, and Amazon.com/John Pica for Tales of the Decoverse. Okay, I think I've caught up with all of those. Let's see. Let's run a commercial. You know what? We're going to run Life on Korra.
Are you absolutely sure about this, Toyvin?
Absolutely certain, Oxen. If there was any other way, I'd consider it.
Let's do it then.
The stones are stable. Follow my lead.
So, what do you know about the Aquanids?
I'll tell you later.
Yep. Well, that's the sneak peek from the background of the animation. The voices you heard were Daphne Leish and Nita Lanning, and it was for this project. Life on Korra is such a wonderful mix of stories and tales, and it's really just incredible. Let's see. Cool Mutated Fairy Tales at yeolddragonbooks.com/meet the dragons. Not so. Depends on how you're trained. Military showed me that. Most people are most effective in the afternoon. We have to be trained to handle mornings or late nights. No. I'm going to flat out and tell you, in the military, the military forces through necessary training and indoctrination people to work outside of their natural circadian rhythms. People with conditions with the tracking of ADHD have been linked through numerous international medical studies that they do literally have a separate circadian rhythm. Furthermore, if you take people and you put them in a cave for long enough, and this is, again, has been multiple things, they break down to a down 12 up almost 24. It's a bizarre 36-hour circadian rhythm. If they have no outside influence, it is bizarre. There are some fascinating sociological studies on the effects of the varied circadian rhythms on people and how fighting that can cause any number of severe issues. I heartily encourage you to look that up. Military discipline is something that is impressive, and it is beneficial. But unfortunately, not everyone can be mass trained to work and flourish. That's why not everyone does well in the military. It can be a mode of necessity that becomes habit, and one can overcome any tolerance. But when we're talking about the natural inclination of people, there are many people who don't fall into that. And if you aren't one of those people, if that isn't one of your burdens, it's not something you know about. It's just a challenging thing. Let's see. Now, where was I? Because I missed that one. But yes, seriously, look it up. Circadian rhythms are a fascinating subject of study. As somebody who has suffered from a damaged circadian rhythm, mine is virtually broken because I was working 120-hour weeks with 4-hour turnarounds from punch-ins, and I actually did damage to my functionality from extremes. So it's something I've had to look into. And we've got nerd culture on that channel. We have tales from Amazon's takeover small desk publishers. That's youtube.user/slivbolt. Author Michaela Jade has All the Warriors. Yes, she does. And we've got, cats are hungry for food. It's getting that time, I assume. Watching Mike Jimmy this weekend. That's fun. I'm hooked. It's great time. Cat lunchtime, KTI. Good morning. Good morning, Blue Teddy. Carl, I'm in the basement preparing. Hi, Blue Teddy. Good job. Whoops, we've got some glitches. Hey. Chill with cat face fuchsia poop shit. Okay. Apparently that crashed a little bit. Hey, Blue Teddy. And nuts. I'll break Certain Art 76 for vintage cartooniness, CKOEPP.com/ for Dragons books and other custom work, Patreon.com for suitable arrangement. Sign up for my newsletter. Have fun storming the castle. Yes, folks, have fun storming the castle. We are well over an hour. Let me see. I want to run a couple ads, and then we'll...
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
While we're encouraging Kat to art, I encourage you all to art. So, folks, get writing, get creating, get out there and put pen to paper, because if you write, you can fix it, you can edit it, but you can't edit a blank page. I will see you actually all tomorrow for, tomorrow is Tuesday. Woo! Tomorrow is my day off. I don't broadcast on Tuesdays usually. Sorry that Blue Teddy got here so late, but I am wrapping it up as I have to take care of some things presently. So have a lovely day. I will see you all Wednesday for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore with a whole bunch of guests where we'll be talking about uh, uh, the female perspective. I'm sorry, I watched the comments go by. And yeah, you may find some things. Look into that. Wednesdays is going to be a banger. It's going to be a long show. Great guests. I hope to see you there. Until I do, guys, keep creating. I'll see you soon.